Hello, and welcome to something different on this channel for once. This channel has almost been in operation for a year now. I believe I started it in March 2024 with the kind of intention of having a channel where I could just play through games, enjoy them, and essentially don't care about the performance side of things. Because a lot of YouTube tends to be very performative, and you're trying to not only make good content, but you're also doing a lot of stuff to ensure you get viewership, and a lot of your decisions can be dictated by viewership, hence this channel. But anyway, today I want to go through all the games we've played so far and rank them, and like give some more, I guess, more feedback and more details on the games that I did like, didn't like, why, and all that kind of stuff. People like, I guess, hearing more, from what I've seen anyway, hearing more about my thoughts on the games that we played, especially at the end of episodes. So I need to make sure at the end of all playthroughs, I do kind of go through and talk about my feelings about the game anyway. But yeah, where do we start? What was like one of the first series I did on the channel? Would be a good way of starting it. I think it must be, what actually is it? So I want to put this in like a chronological order. So I'll go on the channel. Apparently it was actually Sons of the Forest. It was our first, oh my God, it's got 79k views in episode 2 already. So the way the channel works as well is episode 1 goes on ZerkaaPlays, so that it has a bigger channel, so it gets more eyeballs on the series. And then we try and like kind of every game try and funnel new people to the channel, which is working slowly but surely. Hopefully we get more and more. We get a nice little playthrough audience on this channel, and that's what they expect to see, and that's what they get. So Sons of the Forest is the first game we played. Obviously the Forest 1 was very, very good. One of my favorite games. But Sons of the Forest, when it came out, apparently was an absolute mess. So luckily we played this a year after. And from what I remember, it was good. And we got from, I'm seeing here, we managed to get, wow, it's a long series. We got 26 episodes out of the game. That's pretty much, ultimately, that's pretty much a whole month, because they say daily posting. I tend to skip Sundays quite a lot because of Sidemen Sundays. Sons of the Forest, wow, that was a good game is what I'm going for, because it was decent. I didn't love it. It was a good game. Also, was it a wow? It was a good game, or was it was decent? I'm dropping you down. It was decent. That's my go-to thought process. I like a survival craft game. We've definitely steered away from survival crafts recently and gone like more linear, just doing story games, having an actual finite ending. On this channel, I wanted to have a game that was story-based and survival crafts going on at the same time and alternate between uploads. But we'll go through that because we fell off that quite a while ago now. And then you get the first sign and inkling of us doing that, which was Sunken Land next, but it was also accompanied at the same time by The Last of Us Part 1, which fills me with joy knowing that we have Last of Us 2 to do still. Because this is a game that I think, like, especially like Freya was like, you'll love Last of Us. Trust me, you'll love it. And yeah, wow, it was really, really good. Definitely taking me a while to get back into playing like single player games and like playing them well. We are the king of doing bad playthroughs still, but we're getting there. But no, yeah, Last of Us Part 1, love it. And from what I know, Part 2 is twice the length and just as good, if not better. So we have a lot to look forward to in that series alone. And Sunken Land, I didn't think it would be better. I thought it was good. So it's got to be decent too. Again, it's a survival craft game. Where you managed to do all the islands on that game. So actually went and ransacked every single island, took the territory, and did everything we could. I think there's been updates since the games since then, but I think it's worth going back to be honest. I think it's more like a graphical overhaul and extra bits and bobs here and there. So I think I'll go for it was decent. It didn't blow my socks off. It was just decent, and I enjoyed it. And to be fair, Sunken Land lasted a while as well. So I'm looking at the channel now, and at that point I was posting like 2-3 games at a time, which is good, I guess, in case there's a game people don't like, they fall off of the channel a little bit over time. I don't know. What do you prefer? Would you rather like alternate days and like one day be this game, next day be another game? Or would you rather just do like, right, start game, finish it, start game, finish it, start game, finish it? It's very clear on the channel what's going on. Let me know. Anyway, next up we have, it's Denizen next, which shouldn't be on this list, but it is listed for the games we played, so it should be on here. Denizen was like a real life simulator. I posted episode 1 on my Plays channel, again as always. It did well, so it's like, you know what, let's carry it on. And we did 2 episodes more on the actually Plays channel. It's in early access, so it was, again, it was decent. Like, I thought it would be better maybe, because it needs more stuff to it. Is that way of doing it? Because it's early access, like, should be like, could be better instead, opposed to thought it would be better. Like, could be better. Because once the game's fully out, it'll be a lot better. It would be like a real life simulator. It was like roleplay without the roleplay part. It was simply just a real life simulator. You had a job. It was the graphics really good, and there wasn't many jobs you could do, but they were fun to do at least, and I enjoyed playing them. And there's been updates since, but I feel like the updates have kind of steered the game away into a different direction. They've been like a racing update and a gambling update. It's like, well, there's more to life than those things. But straight after Last of Us, we started Uncharted 4. One of the ones where, like, obviously we started certain games like halfway through the series of the games. I think Uncharted 4 was one that got recommended to play next, I think, I'm pretty sure. And it was recommended because it's made by Naughty Dog, right? The same people who make Last of Us. And, would I say wow? That was a good game, or would I say love it? I like your wow, that was a good game. I think retrospectively, I preferred Last of Us because I like the scary element to it and the atmosphere to it and the more dystopian nature to it, I guess. Then, controversial topic. Next game we started was Minecraft, which Minecraft has that time every year where you play it again and it's like it's the thing again, you know, you play Minecraft again. And I wanted to do a series a long time, which was the expanding border Minecraft series where you complete an accomplishment or an achievement and the border gets larger. And eventually you get like the whole map. I like the restrictive element of a Minecraft mod where you have to do things to earn stuff. It makes it a bit more like a survival craft game in that element, I guess. Because Minecraft does tend to be that you find diamonds and do your things and you kind of like, well, go to the end, I'm done. The issue is we're not finished realistically what we're supposed to do in that game, because we're supposed to go and get all the way to the end and obviously defeat the dragon. That was how we'd finished the actual series. But we're a bit of a stalemate point where we have to do more like accomplishments in the game or advancements in the game, and we're struggling to get them done. And I haven't gone back to it for a while, so probably should go back to it and relaunch. There was a discussion about relaunching these two games, the only two games yet to be finished on the channel. There is a discussion to go back and finish them as like a season 2 type vibe, you know. Like, we haven't finished it, but here's season 2. Let's go. So I think that's still on the cards for me to do. I just need to work out some time to do it, even though I can do it anytime, really, can't I? Or I've got to find a time when I want to do it. That's the best way of putting it. But Minecraft has to be love it, doesn't it? I mean, let's do it based on the series. Based on the series, that was good. Wow, that was a good game, because when I was enjoying it, I was really enjoying it. And then Planet Crafter, I think, follows the same suit. I think it's a unique game in the fact that, like, the way that as long as you're playing it, you're progressing because you have things in place, like you're generating heat, generating power, generating pressure, and how the game slowly terraforms the planet. I think conceptually that's one of my favorite games. So I think I'm more likely to finish this series than I am Minecraft, because I think there's a lot more to come from that game. There's a lot of, like, obviously start on like a desolate Mars type planet that has nothing on it, and then it becomes a thriving planet full of life. And the next season is that, like, we're going to get animals and we're going to get more plants, more greenery. So I think that's worth going back to at some point soon, I'd say. Then we have Still Wakes a Deep, a hotly anticipated horror game that's only like 4 hours long, and was like our first hoorah into playing like a shorter linear story game, sorry. But I'd say that was actually a really good game. Was it just decent though? Or did I really enjoy it? I'm going to do these in order, by the way. So that's my order. That's actually in order. I think it's the top end of it was decent. The ending was a bit... But honestly, it was a good game that I enjoy playing, and I need to do more games that are shorter. Because a lot of games are doing always like 10 hours. Obviously, Ghost of Tsushima was like God knows how many hours. We need to do more games that are shorter that I can splice between, like a 20-hour game, then a 2-hour game, then a 4-hour game, then a 10, then a 20, then a 4, then a 2. You know, just so it's quicker and it's easier to do. Maybe the shorter games we'll just have on this channel only. We won't put them on the Plays channel. It'll just be exclusive to ZerkaaPlays. And then we made the very smart choice to start Ghost of Tsushima not long before I moved. So we actually got like a decent way into it, a decent wedge into it, like 5-6 episodes into it, or 7 maybe, and then moved. So like it caused like a bit of delay in getting them out. But when it boils down to it, that was a game where I went around going, wow, what a game. Or like, wow, this map's beautiful. We pretty much did I 100% at the game in the end. I did, right? I'm pretty sure. There's still DLC to go back to and do actually, so I need to do that as well. There's DLC to go revisit on that game because there's Icky's Island. So definitely we'll do that at some point because I think the next Ghost game comes out either this year or next year. So maybe it'd be worth like tackling that DLC at some point in anticipation of the release, like a month before or something. It'd be quite a good idea. That was our longest series we've done so far on this channel, and it took forever to finish that game. I'm not gonna lie. Don't know how long the whole full playthrough will be when we actually eventually post it, because we do tend to eventually post the full playthrough if we can. We have like the whole Hogwarts one on the channel. We have the whole, there's loads on there actually, isn't there? Going back to it, there's loads of like full playthroughs. Need to do more of that as well. But yeah, Ghost was very good. It just took so long to do, and that's my own fault because I could have done quick time story only. I did all the side quests, did all the collection stuff, so it is my own fault. But I do enjoy the fact that I did that, and I'm happy that I did that. And a weirder one actually. At the same time, we started Crime Scene Cleaner, which again is like a simulator game. And I guess I'm still in a bit of two minds about this sometimes as well, because I guess we have like Card Shop Simulator was on this channel. We did episode 1 on ZerkaaPlays, and then the actual simulator part, the rest of the game, was all on this channel. I did really, really well on this channel. So I wonder, maybe it is like certain simulator games I should just start and put on here too. That's where I get a bit lost sometimes. It's like, what channel does it go on? It all gets a bit blurred lines. I need to make a very clear distinction sometime, you know? But some series I don't want to have on ZerkaaPlays. I don't want to be doing like 20 episodes of Card Shop Sim on ZerkaaPlays. But then sometimes I do if they're popping off. So it's just finding the balance. You got to try and find a simulator game that's successful, and it can stay on ZerkaaPlays. But then sometimes there's simulator games that aren't as successful, but I still enjoy them, and people also enjoy them. It's finding those games. They're the games that go and actually plays, I think. But I guess Crime Scene Cleaner, like, it was decent. It's gonna be worse than Sons of the Forest, but better than Sunken Land. I think it was unique. It was quite an in-depth simulator game. It was quite a good, like, fully finished product. I think that's fair. Oh, change my mind. It was better than Sons of the Forest. Is better than Spakes of Deep. Spakes of Deep better than Sunken Land. Crime Scene Cleaner better than them. I think that's a fair way of doing it. Right, and then we have a game that was unfortunate, really, because it was our first hoorah into like a racing game on the channel. And that's Test Drive. I'm going to say it could be better because basically I got the game early, played it early, then it wiped the servers. So all the progress we made, I lost. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going back to that. Just not going back to it. And I think it didn't have a good launch. It was unfortunate. One of the games unfortunate. I want to try and get in the habit of like starting games that are like just hotly anticipated or even remotely like in demand. I'm just going to try and play them at launch as soon as I can, because the best way to grow this channel for us. So there'll be more games like that, I guess, at some point this year. But yeah, that one, I don't think it could have been better. It wasn't what it needed to be yet. And a lot of games these days are like that. They come out of launch and they're not ready, which is why I do think a lot of games that I have played and we've gone back and played are from years ago, and they're now fully polished, like perfect products because they've had the time and love to have all the patches done, all the bug fixes. So there's an argument to just play older games only, but new ones also good to get in new viewers and play at the right time of the game's hype and launch. Then of course we started TCG Card Shop, which we have to say, wow, that was a good game. And it's got to be top of, it's a bit of Uncharted. I feel like it's hard to say it's better than Uncharted. It's very, no, it's not. It can't be better than Uncharted. Uncharted was really good. It'd be disrespectful to put this above, I think. I did enjoy Card Shop a lot. And it's a shame they slowed down with the updates because I feel like I'd probably still be playing it, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, next off, we go into our first hoorah, again, into choice-based games. Typically, I'd always say, I don't like these games. People convinced me to play Until Dawn and said, trust me, you'll enjoy it. And wow, that was a good game. It was a really good game. I'd argue, loved it. Yeah, it was really good, which surprised me because I go in to everything open-minded anyway. It's kind of how I am as a person. I'm quite open-minded to stuff. So like it's kind of how I'm as a person anyway. Just be like open-minded and stuff, and I'm always looking to the positive side of things. But yeah, that was really good, really good. I need to take some more of those, and then back on into playing games as and when they come out. Black Ops 6 has to go into the campaign was solid all round. Not my favorite COD campaign, far from it, but it was good. It was short enough, and I did enjoy it. I'm going to put it below the Minecraft series, but above it was decent. Oh, wow, that was a good game. No, yeah, it was a good game. It'd be rude to say it wasn't a good game. It was. It was decent too. Like, it was a good game. And then we went back and finished Ghost of Tsushima for like 20 episodes. And then we went into another choice-based game, being Detroit, which I had an absolute hooner on. I'm going to have to say love it, because it would be disrespectful because I didn't really enjoy myself. But I also played half the game. Because, spoiler alert, as we know, I killed a character that doesn't normally get killed. So you lose a third of the story. But even more so than third of the story, because a lot of the story is her story. So we are going to go back and play this game at some point. I just want to leave it enough time for it to be so fresh in my brain that I kind of like detach from what I did before. And it's like kind of fresh and new again. And the aim will be that I'll play the opposite. So I'll ensure that said person stays alive. And then for the other two characters, I'll do the opposite of what I did last time. So I'll play them differently. So we can see the completely other side of the game. Which in theory is a good idea. And hopefully it pays off. But yes, again, choice-based game, and loved it. So it does make you think. I think they just feel really polished. I loved that this game had so many layers to it. Like, you could really mess up. It has more that it, like, arguably it has more than this. It should be better. To be debated, I guess. I don't know. But then we started Resident Evil, and I've never even touched Resident Evil in my life before. I mean, obviously started at 7. People said to play 7 and 8 is a good way to get into the series, and they're two games that kind of work together, storyline wise, even though my storyline doesn't work, I don't think, into 8, but I know what the other storyline is, so it's fine. I can go into Resident Evil 8 and do the village and do that soon. I think that's in my list of like next 10 games I'll do. It'll be Resident Evil Village. Same way, Last of Us Part 2, I'll be playing in April when it comes out on PC. Same way this one came out on PC, and I played that one too. Resident Evil, though, either bottom of love it or top of wow, it was a good game. I enjoyed it more than Uncharted. It was a really good game. Had me thinking the whole time. Again, I messed up quite a lot of times, but I'm going to go here. I'm going to go love it. I'm going to bottom of love it. Why not? Why not? And then we did Metro Exodus, which is a bit of a rogue one. I feel like I just seen it for ages and saw screenshots of it and thought, you know what? That game actually looks really nice. And I just like the idea of it. And I like a dystopian type game, film, anything dystopian. So let's try it out. And my actual catalyst for it was in like the Steam Christmas sale. It was like £2. So I bought it and was like, you know what? I bought it now. I might as well just play it. But I'm going to go... I really enjoyed the game, didn't I? It didn't do well. I don't want to try and get distracted by views. I try to avoid looking at views. But I did really enjoy it. I might have to go here. Oh, I might do that. Yeah, no, yeah. Recency bias, maybe. But I think I did really enjoy that. Also, I realised that I completely missed out Autopsy Sim. I'm just going to go bottom. It was decent. Like, it was all right. Honestly, it's going to be better. I'll put it here. I'll put it here. It was okay. It was so in-depth. And it wasn't even that. Like, you couldn't even make mistakes. It was just like, circle here, do that. Circle here, do that. It's all kind of done for you. And you kind of like, it's a bit of a walking sim mixed in with... That's a fair assessment for it to be there, I think. Then we have Sniper Elite. Again, a game I played straight away. Played it before it even came out. But I'll go, it was decent. Is it better than Black Ops? No, let's put it top of it was decent. It was actually a really good game. Sniper Elite, I turned into SMG Elite. Again, stealth game. Josh and stealth don't go. But so I feel like I'm getting slowly better at doing stealth games. But maybe I'll leave that up to you to decide. And then finally, Firewatch. Most recent game we played. I like the storytelling aspect of it. I liked a lot of... it was different. I'll give it that. I might put it up here. Better than the Minecraft series. Short and sweet. Does the job. Could do with like... No, because I banged it out so quickly. I know it's a short game, but I could tell I enjoyed it because I played it really quickly. Is it better than Planet Crafter? So I think that's the thing. I'm kind of like... Shorter games I feel like I'm just ranking them lower because they're shorter. There's less to them, so there's less there's less depth to them, I guess, because they're shorter. I did enjoy Firewatch a lot. It was again a beautiful game. No, I like it there. That's fair. So far we can say, right, there's no games that I definitely didn't love. There's no games I dislike. No games I thought, it's poo. We've done well in not having a game where I've wanted to not play it. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima was daunting at one point to go back to. Again, you know what, actually? Like, I might move that down. In the same breath, it was so long and it did get repetitive at times. But that's because I did everything. If you did a story mode only, that game's really good. And the game world is great. Let's be real. There we go. That's my list. I'm just waffled too much. I'm not gonna change it. But as always, leave a comment down below of a game you want to see me play. It could be short, long, anything. Sim game, non-sim game, story game, choice-based game, any type of game. Leave a comment of it and we'll add it to our list of games we've got so far. And what I'm trying to do from now on is when I'm moving on to a new game, I add like 5 to 10 games to a list of games that I think, oh, you know what, I don't mind doing that next. Spin a wheel, and then it means that I haven't got to make the choice, because normally if I make the choice, I end up sitting there for ages thinking, do I want to play that? And I'll talk myself out every game that I want to play. So the wheel helps me just decide and do it. I'm forced into it. But there we go. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and as always, subscribe, please. We are on how many subs right now? As of recording, we are 156. So please subscribe. Let's get over 200k. It'd be great. Imagine if I get a chance to over 1 million, that would be the craziest thing. It might take us 10 years though. So we'll see. But we can try, eh? We can try. Goodbye.